Apollo, do you know how to compare the two pieces of footage? No, I've not done it before. I'll give you a little lesson then. Use the video player footage to go through the footage. When you want to speed through the fast forward button, go back, use rewind. If you want to hold the playback, use the pause button. And by the way, if you fast forward or rewind and the playback is paused, you can do slow frame by frame playback. Alright, now I'll switch between the videos. Use the switch camera button. If you find a difference between the two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different and present it to the court. Thanks, Athena. You really know your stuff. Not really, I just gave it some gusto and then went with my gut for most of it. What? I sure hope she guessed right. Anyway, let's give it a try. Whoa.
Take that!
This is it right there. Take a good look at the scene compared with the video shot from the front. Oh, the playing cards interfere in the video shot from the front. Hey, you're right. What's going on here? Miss Rye, what can you tell us about these playing cards? Oh, those? They're the cards I found when I did the sword switching trick. What? Mr. Justice, does this mean... Yeah, it means the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage. So the footage was edited. Yeah, with malicious intent. That is absurd. Well, we must get to the bottom of this right away. Bailiff, the TV station might still have the unedited footage. Go see what you can find out. Yes, Your Honour. I was wondering when you'd show up. It's you. Now hold up, Your Honour. This is just a big misunderstanding, believe you or me. Give a guy a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers. And who might you be? Right. Sorry about that. Got ahead of myself there. Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honour. Oh, well, how very polite of you. It's lovely to see you too, Prosecutor Sarmadi. Please take my card. A business card? Oh, yes. I read about this custom among businessmen in this country. I've even familiarized myself with the various replies. How do you do, good sir? Or, what's crack-a-lackin', homie, for example? Oh, you're from Take-Two TV, are you, witness? Come to think of it, I believe I've seen you on television before. Yes, Roger Ratings, otherwise known as the Ratings Raja. He is a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late. He is best known for his catchphrase, "Hang loose, baby." Oh my, so you're the ratings Roger? Hang loose, judgy baby. Nice courtroom you have here. I never thought I'd get to meet you in person. But Prosecutor Sudmarty, how do you know so much about him? In preparation for the case, I watched all of his shows. I found the ratings Roger Goes to Burger Barn of particular interest. Oh my god. It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine. Now I can't stop thinking about him, this fucking guy in a stoner comedy, similar to fucking Harold and Kumar in White Castle. You went to Burger Barn? Who would have thought? You must have really wanted to try it, buddy, 'cause that line, oof. Compared to my ascetic training, an hour's wait is nothing. I recommend the Southwestern burger with the jalapeno jack cheese, by the way. I'm having a really hard time picturing him in line for burgers. Prosecutor Sudmarty's unexpected enthusiasm for food aside, Mr. Ratings, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned? Well, for starters, it's true the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on this anyway, so I might as well show you the unedited footage. It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you the part with the playing cards. You can see the cards when Josie spins around, so keep your eyes peeled. Did you see the part that was cut where Josie switched the swords? She spins around and the playing cards go flying, everything like it's supposed to be. And it seems the defendant really did swap swords during the trick. Which means the sword Miss Wright thrust into the coffin was the rabbit one. In other words, Miss Wright couldn't have killed Mr. Rios. Yeah, see, that's the first misunderstanding right there. What do you mean? Well, Josie definitely did swap swords as you saw. Yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Rios when she stabbed the coffin. That just means he was killed after he showed up pretending to be a corpse. You're saying up until that point everything was going according to script? If that's true, when and how do you think he was killed? It was after the dragon set piece came crashing down. I say Josie murdered Mr. Rios when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She could have easily done it behind the huge dragon and nobody would be the wiser. I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to your assertion. You bet. Plus, there's a suspicious-looking shadow in the footage, too. It's toward the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. Might be easier to just see for yourself. It's only for a split second, so it's hard to catch, but look here. The suspicious shadow must be Trucy. She's using the steel sword she hid behind the curtain during the trick to kill the victim. Now you mention, I suppose it does look that way.
Objection!
This witness is trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honour. And that's not all. Aren't we forgetting that the witness willfully edited the sword switch out the footage? You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there. Your Honour, would you mind if I testify about it? I've seen people testify on TV and I always wanted to give it a shot. That would be fine with me, Prosecutor Sudmarty. This is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the calm course of the case. Hey, lighten up, pretty boy. You're gonna like what I got to say, promise. Very well. However, if you do anything to impede the last rites of the victim, I will have you removed. All right. With Prosecutor Sudmarty's permission, please give your testimony, Mr. Ratings. Roger Ratings, the Rating Roger. Now Kaiser, the courtroom. Hey, I'm taking over the floor, so listen up, loyal viewers. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are spliced together and long or boring scenes are cut. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or something. It was just a coincidence that particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional. What, you got some proof I had an ulterior motive for editing the footage? I see. You're saying it was a coincidence the sword swapping scene was cut? That's right. Glad you'll get the picture.
Objection!
Coincidence? It's a little too convenient if you ask me. Oh, an objection. How cool. It sure packs a lot more punch when you hear it live. Do it again. I want to get another shot from a different angle. My objection is not for your entertainment. And cut. There. I get some good footage there. Mr. Ratings, filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Oops, my bad, George. If the defense is an issue, it can point it out during this cross-examination.
Hold it!
Really? I've never heard anybody say that. It's common knowledge in the TV world. You got any idea what a snooze codes it to be to watch a magic show without editing? A magic show like that one, anyway. That was ice cold. Anyway, editing is what makes TV worth watching.
Hold it!
You say you thought there was boring scenes in Miss Wright's magic show? You've got to ask. The script and presentation deserves a place on the cutting room floor. Broadcasting that mess as is would have been a complete disaster. That's why I had to edit the footage. Just what the TV man does. What did you like about the show exactly? The whole thing was a major snooze fest. Maybe common folk like you don't get it. But the show's only as good as how loud, flashy, and trashy it is. It was playing loud and flashy on its own. All you did was add the trash. I suppose each industry has its own way of doing things. Just as we in the legal profession focus exclusively on evidence and testimony. Exactly. Whether it's show beers or legal beers, we do what we gotta do to get the job done. Anyway, editing footage is a matter of course in TV industry.
Hold it!
It weren't done maliciously, huh? But I get the distinct impression you bear feelings of ill will toward Troop Gamma. Huh? What makes you think that? The things you yourself have said. I also get the impression you felt that way for a long time.
Objection.
Words such as those can be interpreted in many different ways. For example, though I bear no ill will towards the defence, I would not hesitate to say he is a good-for-nothing lout of a lawyer. You bear me no ill will, could have fooled me. And yet it is the truth. I'm only strict on you, as you seem to have strayed from the path. If you have any objections, Mr. Justice, please make your case with evidence in the future. Mr. Ratings, please continue your testimony. It was just a coincidence that particular scene was cut.
Hold it!
Of all the scenes you could have cut, why the sword switching trick? That seems too much of a coincidence to me. Oh, now you're gonna tell me how I'm supposed to edit my program, big shot? It's hard being the boss, kid. You gotta make tough choices, like which content gets cut. Let me ask you this. Why exactly did you make such a tough choice in this case? You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about artistic vision. I tell ya. People tell... I tell ya. People tell you how to do your job when they don't know the first thing about it. I may not know TV, but I know evidence law, and boy do I have some for you, champ. I might be able to show you selective editing was intentional. However, I know you bear the defendant ill will, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Take that!
Oh. Really? Not the prank script that he wrote? That fiend, what could that possibly prove? Take a good look right here. Wouldn't you agree it puts you in a bad light? But looking bad and having evil intentions are two entirely different things. Look at me, for example. I'm not evil, but I am a bit of a bad boy. Oh, if I could be a bad boy myself. But bad lawyers get penalties for presenting bad evidence. Oh, yeah, that was my bad. Look, I didn't mean anything by it. It was just a coincidence I edited out this scene.
Hold it!
Huh? What's that you got there? This is the contract that you had Miss Wright sign before the magic show. This contract between the first party, Take-Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads: if, through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. $3 million? That's a completely unreasonable sum. I couldn't agree more, and of course Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Roger Ratings had her sign in this unreasonable contract anyway. Or more accurately, he conned her into signing it. Conned her? How do you do that? There's a trick to the clipboard used by Miss Wright to sign her contract. It has his carbon paper. Oh, excuse me. It has his carbon paper that can secretly copy your signature onto other documents. Oh, come on now, that's got a nasty accusation you're slinging my way. For starters, you don't have any proof I did anything to do with the carbon paper stuff. Just because Trucy and her agency can't pay up doesn't mean I can't. For $3 million? That's totally out of reach of the average person. In any case, this is important information. Please add your testimony, Mr. Ratings.
Hold it!
This clipboard is yours, though, isn't it, Mr. Ratings? It belongs to the TV station anyway, that much I know. Maybe it's an old prop from one of our TV shows that got used by mistake. Or maybe you use it on purpose to con Miss Wright.
Objection!
Mr. Ratings has already stated he did not. Mr. Justice, please not use this trial to try and get out of paying your agency's debts. That's not what I'm doing. Proof Mr. Ratings connected to the carbon paper, huh? Oh, shit. If Trucy's signature was copied from the fake contract, there must be an original contract that Trucy did actually sign. True, but I bet Ratings is too savvy to leave something like that lying around as evidence. What if her signature was copied onto more than just a fake contract? Like a third document with Trucy's signature on it? Have we seen anything like that, though? We have. What was it? Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Let me continue my testimony. It's the coffin itself, which... Oh, wait, that does as well.
Objection!
You must be quite the con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. If you think you can con a lawyer, you're very much mistaken. Hey kid, what are you do enunciate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster. If you'd like me to look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note, now let's compare the signature on the one here on this contract. Well, would you look at that? They're exactly the same. That's right, Your Honour. Not just similar, but exactly the same. Nobody can sign a name in exactly the same way twice unless it's a copy. These things... Fucking hell. These signatures are proof positive you con Miss Wright. They definitely prove your malicious intent. Not bad, lawyer guy. I didn't know you had it in you. This is really getting interesting now. I'll get great ratings for sure. Don't try and dodge the issue, Mr. Ratings. Fact is, you bear real well against my client. That show footage was definitely aired with a malicious intent. Isn't that right?
Objection.
What a false argument, defence. All you have really proven is not the ill will from towards Miss Blight, but prostitution and greed. That's right. I just wanted money, baby. Fast stacks of cheddar, that's it. After all, I've never seen... After all, I never even crossed paths with Chelsea before this magic show. I have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right? Didn't bear any ill will, eh? Fat chance. The guy definitely has some major hate for Trucy. I can't prove it with anything but the things she's all said up to this point. There must be something between the two of them that give birth to this grudge. Some sort of connection not even Truce is aware of. Your Honour, I'd like to argue Roger Ratings and Trucy Wright must have crossed paths before. There must be a hidden connection between them. Hidden? Connection? Oh, what is it now? Just what are you getting at, Mr. Justice? It is futile to even ask, Your Honour. Surely it is but another of the defence's feckless claims.
Objection!
You don't seem to have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you'll wish you'd taken me a whole lot more seriously. Will I really? Very well then, do proceed. Did you figure something out, Apollo? No, not a thing. What? That was just some good old-fashioned bluffing. Scotch style. Shit. Fucking tiredness again. Did I read that properly? No, not a thing. What? Just some good old-fashioned bluffing courtesy of Mr. Wright's fine training. I hope you know what you're doing. If you're going to make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice, I hope you're ready to elaborate. What's this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Ratings? That sleight of hand trick Mr. Ratings did during the recess earlier. What if Mr. Ratings is a magician too? What if? I believe it's up to the defence to fill in the blanks, not me. Well, if he is, he may have had some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way.
Objection!
Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But by all means, please do continue. As a passage in the sacred scriptures of Quiranism states, he who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself a monkey. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to a dimwit, he isn't going to get it anyway. But we saw Mr. Ratings perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye. But I think it'd be pretty funny if I were a magician. You must have been seeing things. Are we doing the little shoot of a good eye, Doctor? If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in the country could potentially bear ill will toward the accused. I guess you're right. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you, Shortstaff? You would do well to cleanse that putrid mind of yours in the holy waters of Mount Punny. 3 days under a frigid waterfall, and even then you should rise to the level of a monkey. A numbskull for a numbskull. Ugh. Well, this numbskull has thick skin, so there. I think I get what they're driving at. Even if he is a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy, is it? Hold on. I can think of one person, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Or rather, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Troop Gamma Ray. Oh? No way. Is something wrong, Mr. Justice? Your Honour, the defence wishes to submit evidence at this time. I see. What sort of evidence do you have for us? Evidence that points to the real killer, the one who had a motive to commit this crime. What? And what have you come up with this time, defence? Trucy Wright is the sole heir to Troop Gamma Ray and its name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. And this piece of evidence points to that one person with a grudge against Miss Wright.
Take that!
And who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice? 13 years ago, the Great Mysterious belonged to Troop Gamma Ray. But then, the troop ousted him, and Mysterious vowed to get revenge on him someday. And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of their sole heir? But Mysterious is the victim, Mr. Justice! You named a dead man as your suspect! But is he really dead? What do you mean, is he really dead? If the fact Mr. Rears is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how about we consider this possibility? What if the man who died on that stage yesterday wasn't Mysterious? mean the victim is an imposter?
Not Mr. Reyes. Then what about the real Mr. Reyes?
It would mean the real Mr. Reyes is still alive. That's absurd.
Mr. Justice, who is the real Mr. Reyes and not the victim of this case?
It's all come together now. I finally see the gimmick, the trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honour. The real killer, the one who hated Troop Gamma-Re and wanted to sully its name, the magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. Reyes in his stead. The real Mr. Reyes is...
Take that!
But that's...
Yes, yes it is. Roger Ratings is the real Mr. Reyes.
What?
Him?
Objection!
Oh, hello, Red Pepper. Your impotent seeds sprout naught but meaningless, empty words. You cannot possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory. It's not a bad idea for a soap opera, but not even die-hard fans of the genre would stick around past the pilot. You want proof? I got proof. I can prove it by proving that the Mr. Reyes in yesterday's magic show was a fake. And to do that, I just need to look at this spot on the poster. Huh? Oh yeah, the scars.
Take that!
This is the injury Mr. Reyes sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, the video the victim shot of himself shows no trace of that injury.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Now, Mr. Ratings, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at your right forearm? Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours? Well, Mr. Ratings, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there? Ha ha ha. Come on now, I've got nothing on my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there because I require no tricks or gimmicks. So you see, my magic's the real deal. Is this what you're hoping to see? There it is, the scar! Just as I thought. That's right, I'm the forgotten magician, abandoned to the dark understage of history. The Great Mysterious.
This is totally
Absurd. Oh, ironic, wouldn't you say?
This odious mark carved into me by Troop Gamoree would bring me back to the limelight once more. Strange the comic threads before me. If the witness is the real Mysterious, then who is the victim who perished in the magic show? He was but a fan. I met him in one of my many programs several years ago. He said he'd become a magician out of admiration for the great Mysterious. In confidence, I told him my true identity and let him take on my mantle. And where did this man take over for you? About 2 years ago, I taught him my tricks and even acted as his producer. And so a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight, courtesy of my magic on this stage we call television. Hope you enjoyed this show. You really had us all fooled. Mr. Ratings, or should I say, Mysterious. In your hatred of Troop Gamoree, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery. And then you set up Ms. Right to take the fall, didn't you? All just to tarnish the Gamoree name. Ah, I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. Well, I've committed to the accent now, so fuck it. I set up the prank, that much is true, but I was simply a harmless joke on Tulsi, I assure you. Yet she learned of the plan and made use of it to commit murder. That's how strongly the criminal element runs in the blood of the Gamorees. If it was a secret prank plan that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead? Ah! Huh? His heads! Heh, just kidding. What the heck was that? Heed my words, lawyer, for I fear your grasp on reality is sleeping. I do believe I told you my magic is real. It employs neither tricks nor gimmicks. Enough for the ambiguity, why don't you just make your point already? My alibi is pristine as ever, wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Sadmani? Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi. What? Recall defense at the time of the magic show, Mr. Ratings was at Take Two TV. A fact many people can easily attest to. Oh, right, I forgot all about it. Ah, what do you think, Your Honor? Would you still like me to testify on the matter? Yes, I think you better. Please tell the court more about your alibi. Very well then, on with this show. Are you watching, Magnifique Gamoree? The time has come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree. The Gamoree line will be no more. I was at the TV station the time of the Penrose performance. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. To ask my staff if you doubt my claim. There it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth. Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. How can I have committed the murder? The staff did say he was at the station, so it sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi. But that can't be right. If Mr. Ratings is the killer, he'd have to have been at the theatre. There's got to be an hole somewhere in his story. I assure you there's no holes on Mr. Rhea's stage. No tricks, no gimmicks. Troll magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Don't enjoy my show to the fullest. And my real alibi.